Hey everybody, this is pronoun teaching video number 3, and for today's lesson you need to grab your pronoun packet out of the grammar section in your binder and something to write with. Now, just for review, yesterday you covered who and whom, and remember in class we saw that neat video that said if you could substitute the word he, you were going to use the word who. And if you could substitute the word him for the pronoun, then you were going to use the pronoun whom. So you did a page in your Grammar for Writing book. You are going to do an online practice today, and I expect that the who, whom, and the he, and the him trick will help. Now remember that you have a subject pronoun test, and that's if you can fill in the blank before ran. He ran, she ran, they ran. They are going to be your subject pronouns. And if you can fill in the blank after the word to us, to him, to them, those are going to be your object pronouns. Whom is going to be object, who is going to be subject. Okay, so let's head over to our packet on page 11. And I'm going to read the paragraph at the top, and then we're going to walk through the questions together real quick, okay? Archie cocked his head as if he had just caught the sound of a rare bird. He stared at him. On the contrary, she is one of we, most decidedly. She is us more than we are us. She is, I think, who we really are, or were. Now that sounds kind of confusing. Let's see if we can break it down. Number 1, what is the antecedent of the underlined pronoun in sentence A? Remind me what antecedent is again. It is the word for which the pronoun stands. So looking in sentence A, who is he? He is Archie. Very good. Number 2, which two underlined pronouns in sentence E are subject pronouns? Now we just went over that. Remember, these are the ones that can go before ran in a sentence. So looking at sentence E, she ran. That is correct. So she is a subject pronoun. Can you say us ran? No, us is not a subject pronoun. We ran, that works. So she and we are your subject pronouns. Very good. Number 3, which underlined pronoun in sentence C is incorrect? Replace it with the correct one. On the contrary, she is one of we. Which one of those is wrong? She or we? She is one of, right. We should be us. Number 4, the underlined pronouns in sentence B, that's he and him, have unclear or unknown antecedents. Rewrite the sentence to fix the problem. So one of those you need to either tell me Archie stared at him or he stared at Archie. One of them. You've got to give me a name in one of those so I can know who one of those boys is. Very good. Okay. We're going to skip the bottom part. It's just proofreading, and I want to move on to more pronoun stuff. So go to page 12 in your packet. This is the one about Rachel, okay? So you're going to identify the antecedent of the bold pronouns in each sentence. So Rachel crashed on her motorcycle and she broke her left arm. Who is both she and her? That's right, it's Rachel. After the players got changed, they went out for ice cream to celebrate their victory. I hope they showered too, but we're just going to assume they did. Who is they in there? Yes, those are the players. Every student needs to turn his or her book in by Friday. So his or her refers back to the student. Very good. In each of the following example sentences, does the pronoun match its antecedent? Now remember, the pronoun has to match its antecedent. If it's a girl pronoun, then it needs to have a girl antecedent. If it's a boy pronoun, it needs to have a boy antecedent. That's called gender, male and female. You also need to have it match in number. If the antecedent is singular, so is the pronoun. If the antecedent is plural, so is the pronoun. So you have to make sure that they match, otherwise it makes your sentence confusing and it doesn't make sense. So look at number 4. If a football player sprains an ankle, you should wrap your ankle immediately. No. What should it be? If a football player sprains an ankle, we're going to assume the football players are boys, so we're going to say he should wrap his ankle immediately. Very good. Number 5. Skip 5, go to 6. Politicians should realize they are always being watched by the media. Now, who is they referring to? They is referring back to the politicians. They is plural, and so is politicians. So that is a yes, they match. All right, let's look at 7 through 9. Jeff and blank play together in a rock band. Now remember what we talked about on Tuesday. If you have a combination joined by and, break them apart and see, and when you do them separately, it's easier to decide which one works. So Jeff plays in a rock band. I or me play in a rock band. I play in a rock band. The correct answer is I. Good. Look at number 8. All the kids at school are talking about Annie. All the kids at school are talking about me. Me is correct. Number 9. Building contractors must keep, okay, contractor's license current. Now look, what is my antecedent? Contractors. That's right. So is that singular or plural? That is plural. So I need to choose my plural pronoun, which is what? There. Very good. Now if you're looking for fun, you can do that word play. See how many you want. One 8-letter word is possible. Do you want to know what it is? It's operated. O-P-E-R-A-T-E-D. All right, next page. That's going to be page 13. All right, read over page 13 real quick, and I want you to do sentences 1 through 4. That's all I want you to do, okay? So pause the video and come right back. Shadow's playing with his bone. Okay. Here we go at the top. At last, Kevin said, "You know what you did." I stared at him like he was crazy. I badgered him some more, but of course he was perfectly right. I knew exactly what I had done. All right, so I'm looking for 3 pronouns. Shadow, shh, please. Okay, I'm looking for 3 pronouns in sentence B. So I have I, him, and he. Okay. What is the antecedent of he in sentence D? Of course, he was perfectly right. Who's he? He is Kevin. I promise he hadn't squeaked that bone all day. Number 3. Which of the 2 pronouns in sentence C is an object pronoun? So what are my 2 pronouns? I have I and him. Which one of those is object? Well, so my object test is to blank. Can I say to I? No. To him, yes. Him is my object pronoun. And then what is the verb in sentence E? We haven't covered verbs. Hopefully you can finally find that one on your own, though. What is it? Knew. Very good. Knew. Had done is also a verb, but it's just part of a clause. That's why we thought knew is your final one. All right, last page, I think. No, almost. 13. In the following examples, okay, these you just have to rewrite so that you can identify who they is in sentence number 1, what he damaged in sentence number 2, and Rachel and who her is in sentence number 3. So just making sure you have clear antecedents and clear pronouns. You know exactly who goes with what. Okay? Jack and Jill. That was Jack and Jill on page 14. Right? And we just did 14. We did 13. We did 14. We're done. Okay. So next week, we're going to be reviewing pronouns. And I'm thinking that either at the end of next week or the beginning of the following week, we should be due for a pronoun test. So if you don't understand anything, now is a really good time for you to either come see me before school or after school, after class if I have you right before lunch, and ask what's going on. Give me let me know where you're having trouble. Is it with whom? Is it with subject-object pronouns? Is it with finding pronouns? Is it with identifying the kinds of pronouns? You let me know where you're having trouble and we'll work on it, okay? But until then, till later, I'll see you. Bye.